Does anyone else stay up at night because they feel if they go to sleep then they haven't gotten enough free time at home? I'm a high school student, just a freshman, and sometimes I feel that if I go to sleep early then I'll just be like, well, this day just felt like school, barely any time at home. Sometimes I just stay up so I actually feel more at home and not always have that feeling of just school, school, school. Does anyone else feel this way, maybe with work as well? Edit. I know people don't like it when others edit their message saying thank you or anything, but dang, did I not expect this post to be the highest post in the sub after I, ironically, came home from school. Thank you all. It is interesting to see a lot more people than I thought stay up for free time as well. I can't imagine going to school or going to work, then going to sleep only a couple or few hours later, only to do the same thing again the next day. What do you think I'm doing right now? Nearly every night. I don't want life to just consist of work, eating, and sleeping. Also, the sooner I go to sleep, the sooner time for work arrives again. I like staying up until morning. In the summer I'd play video games from noon to 5-6 am regularly. I eventually realized that part of the reason I like the night is because it's quiet. Being around people gives me anxiety, even family. I can never truly relax until I am alone. No one expects anything of you at 2 in the morning. You are weightless. Really messed up how much of our time is taken up by work and school. Like we have an entire 4,000 years of human innovations under our belts and we still can't find a way to allow people to have more than a few hours to themselves per day? Whack. Like we have an entire 4,000 years of human innovations under our belts and we still can't find a way to allow people to have more than a few hours to themselves per day? We definitely can, it's just more convenient for businesses to hire fewer people to do the work of 2 to 4, and pay them enough for one person to live on. Amazon could afford to double the hourly wage and hire twice the people so you got more time off, without reduction in pay. But it also can't because shareholders wouldn't like the drop in profit. Edit. They can't actually double it and may have been a bad example since their margins are tight, but it's not about them. This issue isn't about one corporation. Someone suggested that Apple might be a better example. The few are getting very rich off the labor of the many, and the wealth isn't trickling down. It's also not resulting in shorter work weeks. My week is just waking up at 6 a.m., work at 7, home around 4 p.m. Then I go to sleep at 7 to 8 p.m. because I'm tired. I might not sleep, but I still just lay there. I don't do much more during workdays than work and sleep. I'm 26-year-old welder. I can't even be bothered to have hobbies because my days are dedicated to resting so I can work. That is an abnormally low amount of energy. You shouldn't need to be in bed for 10 to 11 hours per day. You may be iron deficient or have a hormone problem. You may be depressed. Seek help. You should be able to rescue 3 hours of that time to have a total of 6 hours free time per day at least. Edit. I have been informed by OP that I should not try to help him because it is invasive for me to speak about his private medical issues, the ones he announced publicly on the internet on a discussion forum. Fuck me. Absolutely. Still trying to figure out how we're supposed to fit a healthy 8 to 10 hours sleep into the 4 to 5 hours of time left for sleep after a full day of work, a couple hours of family time, and some me time. Something has to give and I already don't spend enough time on my family or myself, so I can't cut those. When I got into the 6th grade, I discovered that after the 5th grade, there is no recess. Nobody prepared me for that. I basically stopped doing homework and just played when I got home from school. Rather than just making up that hour or so, I didn't feel like my need for play was satisfied unless I basically did no homework. I was lucky to have graduated high school. When I got my first job, in high school, I discovered that I would not have summer breaks. No more being out camping for a week at a time. No more sleeping in late most days. I began laying around in bed whenever I had free time. During the school year, this meant I would go to bed when I got home. When I started working as an adult, I discovered that there would be many weekends when I would work, or my friends would work, so our days off would not match up. I feel lonely as an adult, and get drunk on my weekends. I have a wife, now, so it isn't so bad as binge drinking alone. But now that I'm married, I get no alone time, and I often have housework to do on my time off from school. I'm a full-time student. I put off my housework and homework when I am alone so that I can have the break I need. But the breaks I take are too long or too often, and I'm struggling to get my work done. I stay up too late to make up for lost time, and take too long of naps to make up for lost sleep. I play too much Minecraft because I have to satisfy my desire to play before my wife gets home. I do it, but I don't think it's healthy. I think it's a symptom of an unbalanced lifestyle.